Every trader has been here. The chart looks perfect. You hover over the buy button and then doubt. You wait. The setup is gone and then you missed it. And worse, now you're in your own head. Should I chase? Should I wait? And before you know it, you spiral. Today, I'm going to show you how I enter trades with zero hesitation, zero emotional noise, and complete confidence every single time. No magic strategy, just a system and a mindset shift that will change the way you trade forever. Hi there. If you're new to this channel, I'm Kojaks Pro and I'm a swing trader. And I've been at this game for over 3.5 years. There is a reason why new traders aren't profitable. There is a reason why statistics show that 95 to 99% of traders don't actually make it to profitability. And there is a reason why it's only the top 1%. It could even be lesser than that if we check current stats. The reason for that isn't because of ignorance or naivety, as the case may be. It's not because you don't know the charts as a beginner. It's not because you don't know how to trade Forex. The truth is, you can actually begin to trade profitably. So far, you get a plan and then a strategy that is entrenched in that plan and trade only that plan. You know what that plan gives you? That plan gives you clarity, and that's all you need. I mean, I can't underemphasize this. Having a plan that gives you a clear edge in the market is all you need to trade profitably. You see situations or scenarios whereby traders are switching up strategies or adding 1 or 2 or more up to 10 metrics into their strategy to see whether they can become profitable after a losing streak. You see traders tweaking up their edge, they're tweaking up their style, tweaking up everything. If they get a win today, they are over the moon about that. But by the time they get a loss and the second loss follows it, you see them running back to the charts to change something else or to tweak a strategy in one way or the other to make themselves better off once the next trade comes. Now you know why they don't get better, because they are random. Their system is random, but the market remains neutral. So once they have done these in-season tweakings here and there, and overall they've come to a point where it's now very obvious that they are unprofitable and they don't know what to do about it. Hesitation creeps in, and before you know it, they stop trading as they ought to. They then see setups that they are familiar with, but they don't trade anymore. Why? Because of fear. Fear that was self-inflicted. If you're new to trading, do not toe that lane or that route of trading. There's a better way. And if you have been used to this endless, ceaseless cycle of strategy hopping, this video is for you. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and without wasting so much time, let's get into the video. Most traders second guess their entries because they never took time to even define what a perfect entry looks like. They chase, they guess, and when the market turns, they freeze. Or worse, they revenge trade. Here is the brutal truth. Doubt doesn't come from the market, it comes from you. If your trade plan isn't crystal clear, if your strategy is flexible, if your entry trigger is vague, you will always hesitate. And that hesitation is the crack that doubt crawls through. Doubt lives in the space between maybe and let's go. So our job as traders is to close that space completely. Here's how I enter trades with zero doubt using this 3-part formula. 1. Context first. I zoom out. I need to know, where am I in the market? Uptrend, downtrend, range? Am I at a key level? Am I trading into a clean space or traffic? If the context isn't obvious, I walk away. I do this all the time because context creates conviction. Besides, if you don't know how to use price action context to your advantage as a trader, I made a video about this yesterday. You can watch it right here. 2. Setup. I only trade one setup. That's it. I'm not juggling 5 different patterns or combining Fibonacci with moon cycles. I trust one setup that I have backtested. Mine, break and retest of key levels with price action confirmation. 3. Trigger. Now, I wait for the market to trigger me in. Not guess the bottom, not hope it reverses. I want to see a specific candle behavior, a specific price pattern, or a clean lower high forming before a short, or higher high, as the case may be, for a bullish trend. It's checklist trading, context, setup, trigger. If it doesn't tick all 3 boxes, I don't enter. No doubt, no stress. Confidence isn't random. I build it. For instance, I use replay mode on old charts and practice asking myself, would I take this trade? Yes or no? Not maybe. Not if I felt good that day. Just yes or no. Over time, that practice makes real-time trading feel like deja vu. More like, you've seen this setup before. You've taken this trade before. You're not guessing. you're recognizing, and that's where you want to be as a trader. To enter trade with zero doubt, I had to stop doing these three things. 1. Switching strategies every week. You can't trust what you don't commit to. 2. Comparing every trade setup. When you're asking which is better, you're really saying, I don't trust either. 3. Asking random people for confirmation. If you need a second opinion every single time, you're not trading your edge. You're trading someone else's confidence. Here's a real trading scenario that I'll use to outline this exact formula. I made a live trading session 2 days ago, and 2 pairs I talk about on my watch list is what I'm going to use to buttress this: GBP USD and AUD CHF. For GBP USD, there was a clean setup. There was a clean context as well. There was a break and retest of the resistance zone turned support, and now you can see that price came here to rest on this region. So after price rested on this region, it gave me a clean setup with a counter trend line break, my classical break and retest with price action confirmation. So in this case now, there was a break of structure. So in case you've not watched my previous video 2 days ago, I'm going to put a link of it right here so you can see it. You can see clearly now that we're on this trade, and the trade is going to the upside. We're making a lot of money from this. In the case of ADCHF, ADCHF didn't tick all the boxes. There was context of this market being a bearish market, so I'm having a bearish bias on ADCHF. However, I did mention that ADCHF is not going to give me the cleanest setup in terms of risk reward, and because of that, I didn't want to take the trade. And you can see exactly what happened here. Same context, same kind of scenario, but different price action character. Now, watch what exactly happened here. Once price actually came back to break below this daily zone and actually broke the counter trend line, you can see now that price has gone back to trade above the zone. How do I know this? Because I've had a lot of chart time, I've had a lot of experience, and why I have my system and my setup and my strategy in place to prevent me from entering into unripe or premature trades. I didn't enter the ADCHF trade. Why? Because it will just be guesswork and I'll not be following my system. Here's the mindset shift that changed everything for me. A trade entered with clarity, even if it loses, is better than a trade entered with doubt and regret. Because if you can trust your process when it hurts, you will dominate when it works. Confidence doesn't come from winning. It comes from repeating what works. And when you have a system, a routine, and a mindset that aligns, you don't need luck. You just need execution. If you want my personal no doubt entry checklist, comment the word entry below. I'll send it to a few of you directly. And if this helped you to see the market with more clarity, subscribe. I'm not here to entertain. I'm here to make you a better trader. Period. Catch you in my next video. Bye for now.